An infectious disease that broke out in 2020 put the Chinese city of 11 million people on the headlines all over the world.
全省新增新冠肺炎
They screened and isolated, not only to try to get control of the virus, but also to try to help the people.
Wuhan, the city at the heart of a public health crisis in China, is shutting its public transport network to try to prevent the spread of a virus that's already infected hundreds of people.
In Denmark, a mock-up of the Chinese national flag featuring elements of the virus appeared in a newspaper.
I'd like to just ask the Chinese for a formal apology. I have not heard one word.
Luckily, it's still finding time to get its feelings hurt and wasting time asking for apologies.
They speak to a wider bigotry towards China in the reporting of the virus in many Western media outlets. At a time when responsible journalism is required to inform the public, many of these renowned international outlets have run irresponsible stories on the outbreak featuring rumors, discrimination, and even racism. We will take you into what has become just as much an epidemic as the virus itself, that of xenophobia in the media. For much of mankind's history, infectious diseases have brought out horrible fears of contagion, and for good reason. They have been quite successful at killing people. And over the past 3 months, the real nightmare for people in China and around the world has been the disease named Covid-19.
First of all, we now have a name for the disease. And it is Covid-19, and I will spell it COVID-19.
COVID-19 stands for Coronavirus Disease 2019. And the intention with that name is to help people understand both when this disease arose, that it's a new coronavirus, and that it actually causes disease in humans, and also to differentiate it from other ones, like the ones that cause the SARS disease and other MERS disease that are caused by coronaviruses. And when we name diseases like this, we're very careful to try and avoid creating any kind of stigma and attaching it to a place or to a country.
Wuhan is the epicenter of the coronavirus.
Geographical names are controversial because they can be seen as stigmatizing, especially when the origin of the virus remains debatable. That was exactly the point when the WHO chose the clinical and nondescript name COVID-19. But from senior correspondents in Western media outlets to American politicians, they have other preferences. From January 21st to February 8th, Eunice Yoon, CNBC Beijing bureau chief, tweeted 25 times with the hashtag Wuhan virus. U.S. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy has continued to use the stigmatizing language.
Trump doubled and tripled down on rejecting calling the disease COVID-19, instead calling it the Chinese virus.
U.S. President Donald Trump posted tweets using the phrase Chinese virus and drew backlash.
COVID-19 is not a Chinese virus. I mean, Donald Trump has said, and it's widely reported in conservative media, that this is a foreign virus. No, viruses do not have a nationality.
Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
It's wrong, Kung flu. And do you think using the term Chinese virus, that puts Asian Americans at risk, that people might target them?
No. Especially Trump calling it the Wuhan or the Chinese.
Tying coronavirus to China and Chinese people isn't just a racist dog whistle. It's a whole racist orchestra.
Why does the apparently stigmatizing name enjoy such popularity?
I thought about H1N1 outbreak in 2009. You tell me, was it called the America virus In fact, there was even a few earlier cases, actually just before in Mexico. Was it called the Mexico virus? But this isn't the question of just the name. It's the derogatory intention behind the name.
It comes from China. Where did it originate? It originated